Hi, I'm Monica Harrington, and I've worked in the lingerie industry for 30 years. And I've fitted thousands of women all over the world. I've worked in New York, London, and across Europe. So I've seen all different shapes and sizes. And today I'd like to talk to you about how you actually fit a sports bra. So let's look at why our customer needs to wear a sports bra. And secondly, how to measure for a sports bra. And thirdly, how to fit the sports bra and make sure that she's got enough support and she's comfortable. Many women struggle just buying an everyday bra. Research has shown that most women either wear the wrong size or shape. So it can be a real struggle. So you can imagine buying a sports bra can be a challenging task. The breast can move up to 21 centimeters during exercise. That's a lot of movement. The breast has no muscles. It's all breast tissue and skin that supports the breast. So you can imagine if you're moving up and down or back and forth, then the breast will ultimately sag if you don't have enough support in your sports bra. 64% of women actually struggle during exercise because of breast pain. Now, if you wear a good supporting sports bra, that can be reduced by 73%. So it's so important to actually wear a sports bra during exercise. To help you connect with your customer, product knowledge is key. All staff, male and female, need to know the product and also need to have an understanding of how the fitting service works. But of course, the female member of staff is actually going to do the fitting service. Now, usually you would do your fitting inside the fitting room, but for training purposes, we're going to do it here. So first of all, I would get your Adidas tape. You should all have one of these in the store. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an underbust measurement. Now, while doing this underbust measurement, I would actually ask my customer what size bra she's actually wearing. So that'll be your starting off point. So we're going to take the tape from the center back right round to the center front. You can see here. And then I'm going to ask you to lift your bust up a little bit so I can get right in underneath here. And there I've got my measurement. And my measurement here is 65 centimeters. So what size are you wearing?
I'm wearing a 75A.
75A, okay. So let's look at the bra that you're actually wearing now. Okay, so the back of the bra, so if we just have a look here and here, it's very, very loose, yeah? So the back of the bra is very, very loose. And it's standing away here as well. So also that tells me that it's very, very loose around the underband. So that first of all means that it's too big. But also because I've done the tape measurement at 65 centimeters, I actually know that it is too big around her body. Also, looking at the cups. So the cups, do they come right around the contour of the breast? Or are they digging into the breast? And these are actually digging into the breast a little bit here, yeah? So that tells me that the actual cup is too small. Also, I'd be looking at, is she spilling out over the top of the cup, or is she spilling out over the sides of the cup as well? They're all little telltale signs that the actual bra is too small for her. And then I'd look at her straps. Has she got enough support in her straps? Are they very, very loose? And these are also very, very loose. So the whole bra actually to me seems very, very big around, but a little bit small in the cup. So what I would actually do is I would come down on the underband. So I'm coming down to a 65 and we'll look at a 65B. Start off with. I've chosen the All Me seamless bra in the light support in a size extra small. And if you remember when we did the measurement, Pauline came up as 65 centimeters. So that really equates to about an extra small in this particular bra. So before Pauline tries on the bra, what we'd like to do is just to loosen the straps to make it much easier for her to get in and out of the bra. So our customer has put on the bra, so you go back into the fitting room, and this is very important because this is where you actually do the checks and make sure that she's comfortable in the bra and that the bra fits. So first of all, I would ask her to lift herself into the cups, and then once she's done that, then I would actually look at the straps of the bra. Now the bra is fitting quite low on the body here, so I would just get the strap here and the top of the bra cup, and I would lift it a little bit, and then I would do the adjustment on the strap. I always use the 2-finger rule, just underneath the bra strap to make sure she's comfortable. Is that okay?
It's okay, yeah.
And then I would do the same on the other side. So, there we go. And check again here. And then I would look at the side of the bra to make sure that she's got enough support and she's fully covered in the bra. Also, if you do it to one side, you always have to do it to the other side. And then I would actually look at the back of the bra. And what I would do is I would check that the straps are not too tight and they're sitting against the body. And also the back of the bra, that it's not too tight and it's not too loose. And that she's got enough support around the underband. Because 80% of your support comes from your underband. And then finally, I would actually check the cups. So I would make sure that she's not spilling out over the top of the cup or out over the side of the cup, and that the breast is fully contained in the cups. And then we want to check the bounce and the comfort. Can you actually do a couple of jumping jacks for me? Because I think that's the best way really to check if it supports. Great. How does that feel?
I'm feeling comfortable, yeah.
We're now going to fit for our fuller cup customer. And first of all, I'm going to ask her, what size are you wearing?
75C.
75C. What I'm going to do now is, again, I'm going to use the Adidas tape and I'm going to do an underbust measurement. And the underbust measurement needs to start from the centre back, right round to the centre front. Now, here what I want to do is I want to ask the customer to lift her breasts up so I can get right in underneath here to do the measurement. And there I've got her at about a 69 centimeters. So what I would do is I would bring her to a 70 centimeters as my starting off point. So I'm looking at the cups and see, are they too small? Are they too big? Now, the customer is spilling out over the cups here, and she's also spilling out at the sides of the cups here, and also on the other side here as well. So that tells me that the cup is actually too small. Also, the center front of the bra is not sitting flat against the body. Again, another telltale sign that the bra is either it's too big around the body, but also is too small on the cup because the cups are pushing the center front out. And also looking at her straps, there's very, very little support in the straps for the size of her cup. And very importantly, the back of the bra. So the back of the bra is very, very big. So I know straight away that this is way too big for her, but also because I've done the measurement as well of the underbust, which is, again, only a guide because there's no stretch in the tape, but there is a stretch in the bra. But I know that this is definitely too big. So what I will start off with is a 70 centimeter underband size, and then I'll actually look at the cups. What I would do is, I know I can't give her a C cup because it'd be too small because she's wearing a C at the moment and she's wearing a 75C. So if I gave her a 70C, that would really be too small. So then if I gave her a 70D, that would be equivalent to what she's wearing in a 75C. So again, I would have to go up another cup size. And I'm thinking because she needs more room in the cup, I would probably start off by bringing 2 bras into the fitting room. And they would be a 70 with an E cup and also a 70 with an F cup. The bra I've chosen for the customer is the Stronger for It moulded cup in high support in a size 70E. So I'm going to get her to try this on, and then what I'm going to do is actually check the fit. Now this bra actually has a back closure. So what we're going to do is we're going to close it on the first set of hooks, which is the loosest. And the reason for that is so that the customer will actually get more time out of her bra, because if it stretches as she washes and wears it, she can tighten it to the second and then to the third set of hooks. So you need to explain all of that in the actual fitting. And then I'm going to look at how the bra actually fits around here and also here as well. Again, using the back of my 2 fingers to ensure that it's not too tight or too loose. And this seems okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten the straps. And then talk everything to the customer when you're actually doing this. Does that feel okay for you? And then the same on the other side. And you may just need to lift one strap off, like this, to tighten the other. And again, just work it so it feels okay for your customer. Is that all right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And that's the back of the bra. Now it's time to do your checks at the front of the bra. So firstly, I've asked our customer to lift her breasts into the cup. Again, that's a very important movement, and she's done that now. And then, because the bra was sitting quite low on the body, I took it from here and I lifted it a little bit so that she just sits a little bit higher, just underneath the bust line. And then what I've asked her to do is to just put her 2 fingers here in the center front and actually separate the breast, because I want to ensure that this sits as flat to the body as possible. So this is the center front, and because it's quite a deep center front, it may not sit exactly as close to the body as you would expect in a regular bra, because it's so deep. But about this much is fine. And then I'm going to look at the cups and see, is she fully contained in the cup? And also to ensure that she's not actually sticking out the sides of the cup here, which all seem fine. The seam is right behind the breast and not digging into the breast. And then, of course, I'm doing the same on the other side. Is she fully contained in the cup? Also, is the breast fully contained in the cup on this side? And again, the seam will help you because it does sit behind the breast. Then you know that actually that cup fits. And then I'm going to ask her to do some jumping jacks to see if it's enough support for her and what the bounce level is like. So do you want to do a few jumping jacks for me? Great. How does it feel?
Fine.
Yeah? Comfortable?
Yes.
And that's it. That's your sports bra fitting. Now, just some key facts to remember when you're doing your Adidas sports bra fitting. So first of all, we use our Adidas tape measure, and we just do one measurement, and that's an underbust measurement. Once we've chosen the bra for the customer, we loosen the straps and we open the closures if it's a back closure, and take her to the fitting room to try it on. Then when she's got the bra on, we ask her to lift her breasts into the cup. That makes sure that all of the breasts are actually in the cup. Then we check the underband and we make sure that that's not too loose or too tight. If there is an adjuster at the back, a hook and eye, then you actually close that on the loosest. So then that gives her the opportunity to actually tighten the bra as it washes and wears and it stretches a little bit over time. Then we check the cups, and what we want to do is we want to make sure that she's fully contained in the cups, that she's not spilling out over the front of the cups or spilling out over the sides of the cups. And then we check the center front of the bra, and this is this area here, and what we want to do is make sure that that sits flat against the body. And if it's a very deep center front, it may sit a little bit away from the body, but not too far. And then we ask her to do some jumping jacks. And this really shows us if there's enough support for her chosen exercise. And that's it. That's your Adidas sports bra fitting and all your checks.